Hello, my name is Frank Hester, and on behalf of my partner Dustin Langley and myself, we want to thank you for being on this presentation tonight. It's our business overview and presentation for LTC ads and ETH ads. So with that, let's get into the presentation. So before I get started tonight, let's talk real briefly about the agenda and where this presentation is going to go. We're going to start with the information you see on the screen right now. We're going to ask the question why, and how does the smart contract programs kind of factor into why we launched these. We'll go through the other things you see on the screen now. We're going to walk through the process of getting started with ETH or LTC ads, from registration through making the payment, setting up your account, um, go through the two comp plans, the 3x1, the 2x2, talk about how those work, why you want to upgrade as high as you possibly can in each one before you get started promoting. And then we'll end with some questions and answers. So let's get back to the slide you see on the screen right now and talk about the question why. Why did we launch ETH ads and then soon after launch Litecoin ads? And I can tell you right away before we get started, the LTC ads was because it's a very low cost alternative. If you've seen the smart contract programs out there right now, most of them started out with Ether, but they are transitioning to Tron or Tron, ever how you want to pronounce that token. I've heard it pronounced both ways because they're having to go to a low cost option because Ether in the smart contract programs, it's the transaction fees are outrageous right now. And while we're seeing some of that transaction fee in ETH ads, our fees are still much lower because the difficulty in a smart contract program is going to always have a higher fee than a non-smart contract transaction, just because the difficulty of the transaction is so much more complicated and it requires a much higher gas limit, not necessarily a gas price, but a higher gas limit for a smart contract than it does for a regular transaction. And with our programs, it is just a normal transaction that is being made. So why did we launch them? Well, kind of go back to the smart contracts. I personally joined a couple of them. I was very impressed with the programs just to kind of see what they were about, how they ran, how they operated. It was kind of the rage out there is the smart contracts, the Ether smart contract programs, and now going to the Tron smart contract programs. Um, but while I really loved how smooth they were, there was a lot of things missing that I really want in a program. To start with, there is no product whatsoever. So essentially, it is a gifting type program because that gets into a little bit of a gray area depending on how you feel about that. But there needs to be some type of product is kind of what that was kind of my gut tells me we should have some type of product if we're going to be running some type of income opportunity. There was no community interaction. The two programs that I joined both had a Telegram group. They did not have a Facebook group, and they had chat turned off. So there was no interaction whatsoever with the company. No customer support. They say that once the contract is launched, it can run forever, and I kind of have a little bit of a disagreement with that because things can go wrong. So one thing that could go wrong, what if a member loses access to their wallet for some reason? Well, they can't change it because they don't have any way to even reach out to someone to change it. And speaking of wallets, you're limited on the wallet choices you can use with the smart contract. And they have no admin, no owner. And again, I find that a little laughable, and we'll talk about that in a moment. So back to the no product. So when we saw these programs, we thought, we can launch a program that does pretty much the exact same thing, and we can address some of these issues. So we do have a product with ETH and LTC ads. It is ad credits. And for those that know, this is a huge niche in this market, the ad income, advertising income type program. They've been around, they're all over the place, and some have built into hundreds of thousands of members. And one of the things in the programs, and some that I own, some that Dustin owns, the bulk of the members that are seeing the ads are usually free members. So we wanted to do something a little bit different here to make the product, in our eyes, a little bit more valuable. So we don't allow access to the back office where the ads are displayed, only to paid members. So the eyes that see your ads when you're getting your views from all of your ad pack purchases are paid members. So they either have a Ether wallet, they have a Litecoin wallet, and they not only have a wallet, they've just recently used it and transacted with that wallet to join and become a paid member of ETH or LTC ads. So the people seeing your ads have a wallet, and they probably have tokens, and they know how to use it. So for your other income, crypto income type programs, we have a great niche or a great place to advertise those, because it's only paid members that that have a wallet. We're not wasting your views on a free member that may not even have a wallet or have never transacted crypto in the past. So we have a Facebook group. We have a Telegram group. We're probably just kind of transitioning back to the Facebook group. Telegram's very hard to have an interaction in there. It's like one big long string. It might as well be a Facebook chat because it operates in the same way. I love the Facebook group for this type of program because it kind of groups all of the conversations together in a better way. So we've done things a little bit different here. We want interaction. So when you join our Facebook group with ETH and LTC ads, we encourage you to not only add your paid members, get your free members in there, even invite your prospects if you want. And we encourage you to be active in the group. You can post in the group. We allow posting in the group. You can comment on any post in the group. The only thing that will get you in trouble is keep everything positive and keep it about either ETH or LTC ads. If you post about another program or post an ad in the group, you'll be immediately removed. And if you want back in, you'll have to ask us back in. And if you're negative in any way, if you have anything negative to say, this has got to be a positive environment, because it's not just your team that's in there, it's the whole company that's in there. If you have anything negative to say, we encourage you to send a support ticket. We'll be happy to have those conversations one-on-one. So speaking of support, we have support. We not only have support in the back office for our paid members, we have support on the external link for prospects, someone that hasn't even joined yet that has a question. So there's lots of ways to get your question answered, whether you're a free member, a prospect, or a paid member in ETHads and in LTC ads. Limited wallet choices. This is something that I found a little bit of resistance against when I was promoting some of the smart contract programs. What we have is we've created a way, because we're not a smart contract, the transactions are just normal Litecoin or normal Ether transactions. You can use any wallet that you want. Doesn't matter what wallet it is. If you can transact Ether or you can transact Litecoin through it, you can use that wallet. There is no limit to that. And we found some really good wallet choices that allow you to do free transfers member to member. There's some things that we can help you with there to help you even on the team builds that people are doing to really lower your expenses, helping your team get, whether it's Litecoin or Ether they're needing, how to get that and keep your expenses real low on that. And then no admin. We have an admin. We're not going to say we have no admin. And I say that I find that a little bit laughable. I mean, if the smart contract is just that, it's just code. If there is no admin and there is no owner, there is no business, period. The websites, without the interface, these programs are useless. These contracts are useless. So without the interface, without the hosting, without someone creating that, without someone maintaining that, without someone keeping it online, there is no business. So to say that there is no admin, there is no owner, again, that's a little bit laughable, and we don't want to insult your intelligence that way. We have an admin, we have an owner. It's myself and it's Dustin, and we'll stand behind the business. I would much rather join a program where it's someone there that I know and trust, that if I have a problem, they'll be there. We've already had several people that needed their wallet changed for whatever reason. We're there, we get that done. And you can't do that in some of these other programs. Once it's there, they say it's locked, and there's nothing that can be done. So we're a little bit different in that regard because we are not a smart contract. So let's kind of walk through the process. We wanted to make this totally different than anything we've ever done. Registration is very simple. This is the registration page, and you'll see LTC ads, or you'll see ETH ads on some of the screenshots. The businesses work exactly the same and I mean, identical. We just pretty much, the only difference is one is in Litecoin, one is in Ether. So obviously with the same price point, so the one in Litecoin is obviously about a fifth or a sixth cheaper because Litecoin's trading 60, $65. Ether is trading 450-ish, up closer to 500 today. So to register, you do one thing: you enter your email. That is it. Enter your email, you hit register. You are now a free member. The next thing it's going to do is going to open up into this purchase page. It's also going to send you an email that's going to have your user ID and your system generated password. So you have two options right now. If you want to pay right now, you can click this button that says click here to purchase. Or when you log back in tomorrow, the next day, next week, if you've never purchased, it's always going to bring you back to this screen because you can't do anything until you make that initial purchase. Because remember, only paid members have access to the back office. So when this initial purchase is either 0.025 Litecoin or 0.025 Ether, and that's going to get you the level, the EA1 or EA2 or LA1 or LA2, level 1 and level 1 in both of those, which is a 3x1 and a 2x2. So it gets you, you're making two matrix purchases with this first purchase here. So when you click that purchase button, it's going to take you over to coin payments. Now, I want to make this very clear. Coin Payments is our wallet. It's Dustin's wallet. It's my wallet. You do not need a Coin Payments wallet. And there seems to be a misunderstanding there. A lot of people think because we're using Coin Payments, they have to have a Coin Payments wallet. The transaction is no different than any transaction you've ever done before. It's just, you've got to walk through this process to get the address and to know how much token to send us. Then you go to your wallet and do that. So when you come to this screen, you need to do two things here, or really three things. You need to enter your email address, enter your first and last name, click the button. Even though it says there's only one option here, you still have to click it and it'll highlight it. And then you're going to press this complete checkout button, and that's going to take you to the next screen. And on this screen, this is where you get the wallet address and you're told how much crypto to send. And over here to the right, you're going to see a timer. Now in Litecoin, you only have 2 hours to get this done. Litecoin transacts very fast. Ether, I think it's like 23 hours, and then the payment will time out. So the payment has got to be completed by this time. So if you're not ready to make the payment right now, then we suggest you come back and go through the process all over again and start a new payment, and don't really, use the information on this screen until you're actually ready to go to your wallet and send it. So what would you do here? You would copy this address, you would go into your wallet, paste this wallet address, whether your wallet is Atomic Wallet, Free Wallet, Coinbase, Exodus, doesn't matter what wallet you have, wherever you have the token. And then you would send the amount of crypto that's displayed here. In this case, if it's your first purchase, it's always going to be 0.025 Litecoin or 0.025 Ether, plus whatever fee your wallet charges. And if you're using a good transaction wallet, it's going to put that fee in there for you. I know we are using freewallet.org for Litecoin, and all of the Litecoin we've transacted, it's been 0.001 transaction fee to send it there. So whatever wallet you're using, hopefully you're using a good wallet that puts the fee in there. So you'll send this plus the fee, and then when that payment completes, it's going to message over to LTC or ETHads, and it's going to create your first two matrices in your back office. And then once that is done, you're going to have access to the back office. You'll know, you're actually going to get an email when it's done, but you'll be able to log in once the payment completes and it creates the matrix positions. When you first log in, it's going to take you to this page. In LTC ads, you're going to enter your Litecoin wallet address right here. If it's ETH ads, you're going to enter your Ether wallet address right here and press the update button. That has to be in because without that wallet address, we can't pay you. And right now we have automatic payment set up. Whenever you have 0.1 LTC or 0.1 ETH in your unpaid balance, the system automatically sends you your processes and sends you your withdrawal. You can manually withdraw up, if you have 0.05 in there and you need the funds and don't want to wait, you can manually withdraw, but obviously it's going to, as a percentage, you're going to pay a higher withdrawal fee to do that than if you would wait and let it grow into 0.1 and let it process automatically. We did that because that lowers the percentage of the withdrawal fee. So get your wallet address added, hit update, and your account is set up. Now talk a little bit about the product. So we only have one type of banner. It's 125 by 125, and then we have text at the top. One of the things we tried to do here, besides having just paid members see the ads, we really have a limited number of ads, and we don't bury them at the bottom of the page. We have the Litecoin coded to be right at the top. I mean, the text ads right at the top, and we have the banner ads right in the menu just under the support tab here. So they're sort of, to use a newspaper term, they're above the fold. They're visible. So they get seen every time someone logs into the back office, and when they go to the various pages in the back office, they get seen. So that is our product. So now let's kind of talk a little bit about the comp plan. So when you made that initial purchase, you purchased EA1 or LA1 level 1, which is LA1 1 through 16. We have 16 levels in each, or 32 matrices in each program with 2 different comp plans. So the one here is going to be, this will be LA1 or EA1. This is going to be a 3x1. And we kind of refer to this as your personal matrix, meaning you can't get spillover here. You're going to need to create, most of the people you're going to earn from here are people that you personally referred that has joined. Now you can get spill up here. And what spill up is, so say you have upgraded through level 6 and you've referred someone and they've referred someone, and one of their referrals, if they upgrade before their sponsor, they're going to spill up to the next person in line. And we've seen a lot of people getting spill up, especially at the higher levels, where their referrals have gone out and referred people, and their referrals have upgraded ahead of them, and they've fallen to their sponsor. So there are some advantages to get out and get up as high as you can. And when you hover over, you can't see that here in this because it's actually a screenshot. When you hover over these little people that you see in here, you'll actually see their ID number, and so you'll know if they're one of your referrals, or if they're on your referral list. You can look at your referral list and see if the ID number matches someone there, or if they've been someone that has either spilled up to you. And in the EA1 and LA1, it would be spill up and not spill over here. So the way this works, the first 2 people are going to pay you 0.01 minus the fee to get that, whatever the actual fee is in Litecoin or in Ether. And the first 2 pay you. The third one actually goes to your sponsor and it creates a brand new board for you. The numbers you see down here below is going to see how many times you've cycled. So this particular position here has cycled 16 times. This one has cycled 5 times. And it will just keep on. Once you make a purchase in a level, this account is upgraded all the way through level 16. Once you make a purchase of an ad pack here, it is lifetime. You never have to purchase it again. Everything is automated from that point forward. So it's 100% of the purchase plan goes to you right here, and then the third one creates a brand new board and goes up to your sponsor. Now, this is the LA2, EA2, 2x2. A little bit different here, and we've seen some people upgrading much higher here than they have in the EA1, especially those that think that they, may not be a really good recruiter or whatever. It should be simple to recruit in this program. It's a very simple comp plan. But in this one, it is possible to get spill over in LA2 and EA2. If you have a very active sponsor, they can generate spillover for you. Also, you can still get spill up. And the way this works, the first 3 positions that fill on level 2 are going to pay you 100% minus whatever transaction fee to send the funds to you. And when the final position fills in these matrices, it's going to cycle you, it's going to pay, the up person above you, maybe it's your direct sponsor, maybe it's someone else, depending on where you landed, and it's going to create you a brand new board in your sponsors downline, and you'll start all over again. So you can see this position is cycled 8 times, this one 3, this one 2, same thing here, works the exact same way. So that is how the comp plan works. It's very, very simple, and a lot of people are doing really well in this. It's just a matter of getting out there, sharing the business with others, and if they have questions, like I said, they can always come to Dustin and I. We're happy to answer any support ticket and try to get people upgraded for you if we can help in any way. So with that, we have reached the end of the presentation. So any questions and answers, we'll stay on this call. We'll stop the recording now, but we'll stay on the call and we'll answer those for you, and we'll be here as long as it takes. And hopefully we can get your question answered tonight while we're live here on the call. Thank you.